So as a driving instructor, I do tend to spend my days doing two things. One is predicting mistakes before they happen, and two is then pretending my heartbeat is completely normal once they've happened. Now, one of the most important things that I feel I teach my learners is this, and that is driving is about being right, so that when someone else does something wrong, there's no collision, there's no incident, and everyone goes home safely. And that's why I stay calm. There's no shouting, there's no drama, no "what are you doing, moment?" Even if internally it might be frustrating me. Because when learners see calm reactions, they learn calm driving. They realise that road rage isn't just unnecessary, it's a skill issue. Now, this is of course backed up in the highway code under rule 147, and it basically says be understanding, be patient, people make mistakes. I spilled my tea getting into the car, all over my leg. It's almost as if the highway code realises that humans aren't perfect, but of course we don't always see that on the roads. Now, before we go any further, I owe you all a very genuine apology. Those of you that follow me probably do so because of the fact you like my attitude towards the roads. I'm usually very calm, collected, a beacon of patience, but sometimes things get the better of me. So before you do watch this clip, I want everyone to know that genuinely I am sorry for my actions. I've apologised to my learner, and I apologise to all you for the language you're about to hear. I know that you will all expect better of me, and actually I'm really disappointed in myself. So let's roll the clip. Good. They wait for you. If they don't, just, yeah, lovely. Well done. See, well done though, well done. She gave you a little wave, said, oh, sorry. And then straight on at the second one though. Brilliant.
So that car should have stopped.
Yes, yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
She straight away put her hand up, oh, sorry. But there was your first goal, remember, was to go slow. There's your proof of it, isn't it? Someone makes a mistake, you don't crash into them. Gotcha. Come on, did you really think that I would be leaning on the horn like I'm in the Fast and the Furious and displaying road rage? Come on. But here's the point from all this. I had a video pop on my Facebook feed recently, and it was a driving instructor approaching a mini roundabout with his pupil. And it was a similar clip, but not nearly as dangerous or close as the one that we had. And that instructor leant across from the passenger seat, blasted the horn, and then held the hands up and stared at the car, or the van, as it drove on. Might not seem the end of the world to some people, but is that what we should be teaching learners? Absolutely not. The horn in this case wasn't used to prevent danger, it was used to complain after the fact, and the gestures are unnecessary. The pupil is watching everything. Not just how you drive, but how you react. So if you normalise frustration, guess what? They do the same. Now compare that to our situation. We anticipated it, we approached at a sensible speed, and even with just 26 hours of driving lessons, my learner dealt with this situation. Her goal was actually just to move on slowly when she found a gap, and that's the reason why. When someone does something wrong, there's no drama, there's no stress, you just put it right. So from this, what's the key takeaway for you? Is it anticipation being important? Is it appropriate speed? Is it staying calm and diffusing all situations? For me, it's all three. Yes, the other driver made a mistake, but it was predictable, it's manageable, and actually completely harmless. And this is the point for me. This is the reality of driving. If a learner can deal with that situation, what's everyone else's excuse? And if you are an instructor yourself, or you're just supervising a learner, remember you're not just teaching them driving. You're setting the standard for how they will behave for the rest of their life on the roads. No pressure.